Organizational culture does not have a set definition just because it's so unique to the organization itself. But in a general sense, we can define it as a common group of shared assumptions, values, assets, and behaviors that show how an organization works together. Now, every organization has a unique culture, just like everyone has a unique personality. And also, every organization has a unique working style which contributes to its culture as a whole. Now, there are two main types of cultures. You have a strong and a weak culture. A strong culture has a high level of agreement and commitment among members on the core values of the organization. Every organization should strive to be a strong, cultured organization because it definitely can help you overcome any obstacles and reach the goal of the organization. Now, in contrast, a weak organization is where there is non-agreement or commitment on the core values of the organization. Even though this is something that you would never want, there are some companies that have weak organizations, which leads me to the next topic of hospital settings. Now, hospitals are very large. There's not just one organizational culture. They have what you call sub-organizational cultures because there's too many departments just to have one big one. For example, a nursing unit versus a pharmacy unit may be very different in cultures because they have different languages and express different ways of doing their job. Which is okay because the hospital is very big, so having separate departments and different organizational cultures is necessary in this case. Now, organizational culture has a major effect on hospitals and project management. If you don't have a good organizational culture, your projects are more likely going to fail because no one's on the same page and you'll never be able to come up with an effective way in order to improve the way you care for patients. Now, that leads me to the next topic of discussing leadership. It is very important to have effective leadership in hospitals because they are the ones who shape the organizational culture. If you have a, let's say, nursing unit manager who is very helpful, who's always encouraging, then it's going to reflect on the workers, which is an example of a strong organizational culture. Now, if you have a pharmacy head who always complains, never encourages employees, then that's going to really affect the way the members value certain things because they look at leadership. Now, one thing you might not have known is that the leading cause of CEOs failing in their workplace is due to bad organizational cultures. Now, the way to fix organizational cultures in a hospital setting would be to focus on the leadership roles. The ones who have the major roles are very important to organizational culture because they can shape it the way that they want at the beginning. Now, the future of organizational culture is looking very bright. They're coming out with many ways to deal with organizational cultures, which definitely can affect the way project management is being held. Now, I hope you got a general sense of what it means, and I hope I definitely helped you out. So, thank you for listening, and I hope you learned a lot.
Created using Powtoon.